Hello, people. Miss Vale here. Welcome back to class. Right now, I am taking you to a chapel that is decorated with skulls and bones. This is a small chapel in a small town in Poland, and it may look strange to us, but it's something that they did that was built around you know 1400s, early 1500s, and this is a sign of reverence, right? It's a sign of respect, right? Respect for the people who passed away in that area. Um, there is right now. I'm going to take you to the Czech Republic, and in the Czech Republic, I have a lot of family there. Um, there is a entire church that is decorated in bones and skulls, and it's a functioning church. It's a Catholic church. They still have services there, and it might kind of look a little spooky to us. But again, they made something beautiful with the people who lived in that area around the 1400 1500s. They turned it into a place where they can all gather and worship. So the skull means a lot of things around the world. I'm going to take you, this one's really cool. Right now, I'm going to take you to Tibet. And here is a skull. I found this on this random website. This is a skull that was designed. It's allegedly about 300 years old, and it was designed for protection. You see, look at all that cool stuff that's carved in there. Protection for a family that had a curse on it. All right, so it means something somewhere else. Protection, place to worship. To us here, I'm going to take you over to the Netherlands, and there is this painter, right, from 1600s, Peter Kleitz. He did a lot of still lives, right? Still lives, the paintings of just stuff. And a lot of them had, kind of like a more creepy vibe, right? It's like thinking about the fact that, we only have a finite lifespan, right? Really cool paintings, though. Really cool paintings. And then I am also going to take you to, so it means something else there. It means death, right? And then go to Mexico and a lot of places in South America. And there is Dia de los Muertos, right? The Day of the Dead, where the skull is made into something really, really beautiful. It's part of all different designs. This happens around like between October 31st and November 1st is a huge celebration where it means a lot of things. There's a lot of respect for the dead, but also kind of like celebrating it, right? Owning it, you know, um, making it fun, almost like making fun of death, right? So yeah, awesome art that comes out of it, right? Awesome art that comes out of the skull. It means so many things, so many places. Why am I talking about a skull? Let's go back to my man, Da Vinci. He saw the skull as a way to make that your face into like some kind of mathematical equation, right? And we get those proportions just right. And that's what we're going to do with our base. All right, so let's kind of all come to basis, right? Let's make sure we have our nose, we have our two eyes, we have our mouth, right? I need to have three things cut out. Let me write that down and put. Okay, just spared you me actually writing it down. You need at least 3 pieces cut and glued on, because who else are we going after? Who else are we emulating, respecting? We're doing our cubism, right? Our cubism, who everybody remembers, Picasso. He kind of stole that from traditional African masks in around like the Congo area, Nigeria area. We all take from art. It's okay. It's okay. But the face is broken down into these little pieces in these. In these, right? Shapes. We're just breaking it down into shapes. So you need at least 3 pieces cut, right? If you don't have that, you can stop now and go back to what you need to do, okay? All right, but once you do, here we are. Everything, remember, we use for proportion to make sure everything's the right size. We use the bottle cap. So you notice even my 2 eyes, some of you may have used your eye of protection. Even your 2 eyes, if you drew them, might be a little different. Mine are a little different. This one goes up a little more, this one, that's okay. That's okay. There's still proportion. That's still what we're after. It might not be exact, but we're kind of combining accuracy with a little more freedom, right? A little more freedom. All right, so okay, so we have this. What do we do next, right? So this is lined up, right? We use the eye kind of to measure. So now we got to put a face around it. And what are we going to use to reference? How are we going to know what to do? We're going to use a skull. And that's going to help us put our faces together. So let's set up my workspace. Okay. So let's get started. So you have your bottle cap, you have your pencil. All right. So what we're going to do is how far away is, I just poked myself in the eye. How far away are my temples from my eyes? Well, let me tell you, it's going to be at about half an eye. And remember, this is a little smaller than an eye. I planned this all out perfectly, didn't I? Right? And you notice I have a little more space on this side because this eye's flipped up a little bit. That's cool. That's cool. We're still working in proportion, even the things are a little different. Okay, so now I am going to, looking at the skull here, and I'm seeing that it goes way up there, right? It's going to look weird. The eyes are actually in the middle of your head. It's going to look bizarre when you see it. It's not going to look right. I promise. I promise it is. Okay, so let me get up a little bit. So let's go. And if you have to go off your page to do it, go off your page to do it. Making sure we're just proportional, we're accurate. Okay, so men tend to have little squarer heads. Women tend to have a little rounder head. Okay, now, gotta go down. All right. So we're seeing right here, we do have muscles too and stuff, but we're seeing here that the jaw goes in when you hit the mouth only. So I'm going to, women tends to be a little, here, let me turn this light off. Okay, now you can see a little bit. I'm going to press down really hard. Okay, and it's going to go, it's going to go in a little bit here, right? So this is kind of a rounder cheek. You can kind of adjust it, but it starts there. It starts there. So this is our guide. Everything else we're going to use the skull to show us. Made it messy. I'm just trying to make it. That's okay. That's okay. I'll fix it. Okay, and then same thing here. You see, it's a little awkward for me. I'm trying to make it accurate. Because remember, this eye went up a little further. I'm going to do the best to make it kind of look right. Okay, and the big thing here, the jaw, right? The jaw. Okay, so let me clean up my lines a little bit. And now you're going to say, Miss Vale, that looks ridiculous. No way. This looks like an alien with this huge head. Let me tell you, the hair is going to change that. So think of it like a curtain, right? Like a curtain. And different people have different hairlines. Okay, different people have different hairlines. Again, that eye is kind of messing me up down there, right? But that's okay. A lot of art too is about kind of like problem solving, kind of make something better, right? Some people may have to redo this a little bit, right? They may have had to go back. If you want to redo anything, you are welcome to. I actually encourage you to redo things if you don't like them, okay? Let me know. You might get a power up for doing that. Oh. Okay, so this one, I'm just kind of cleaning up these lines. So now with your hair, I don't care what you do. As long as you have this, you're good, right? But your ears might be showing. My ears aren't because I have like this crazy anime kid hair going on now because I haven't had a haircut in a really long time, like a lot of us haven't. It's okay. I don't mind. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I just look a little ridiculous for a little while. I'll deal with it. But what about if I want to show an ear? Okay, so your nose, right? Your eye, right? Think of it like a question mark, almost. See? Or like half a heart, half of a really skinny heart. Right? And maybe I want, since this is shorter, maybe I want to make this one a little. Because I want to make it look the way I want it to be, but as long as it's in proportion. Nobody's face is exactly the same either. Exactly the same on each side. Look it up. It's true. It's true. So, all right, guys. So, go to town. Let's make sure the hairline goes down. If you have to draw over your pieces, you can. And whatever you want, it's on you. If you want to give them a mustache, as long as you have this, you can build onto it, right? If you want to make this a little skinnier, you can, because we're still going with the skull. So you have your freedom here if you want it. You have your freedom now if you want it. All right. So I'm going to be tweaking this probably for a while, trying to figure out what I like, what I have to do. And then you do you. You do you. You do you. Okay? You see, I keep on going back because those eyes are off. So it's up to me to try to figure out how am I going to make it look even, how I'm going to make it look good. I'm going to keep messing with this for a while because I'll be doing this for like a little bit. And you're done. When you're done this, then you decorate with hair, mustache, glasses, whatever you want. All right. Okay, guys. So I hope you have a wonderful week. If you have questions, email me. Right? Don't forget, Enveil at fortleeeducation.com. Right? And then I'll be happy to help you. Okay. So this concludes our project once we're done with this, and then we're going to move on to something else. All right. Okay, guys, have a wonderful week. Have fun doing your drawing, and goodbye.